All right, welcome back to the journey. We're on our way to $1 million. We're starting off with $1, getting 1% profit every single day until we reach a million. Is it possible? I don't know. We're going to find out though. We're coming back today. And before we hop into things, I just want to show the bonuses that I claimed since the last episode. All right, so this first one's the weekly bonus. This is $3.35. This is from the website. Everything else is from casino apps outside of the website. So I claim all these bonuses outside of the actual website I play with. And these are basically just free money. Okay, I do this to get free money. The original concept was to get $1 a day, every single day, as a bonus. But we opted into switching over to using these apps where I get a little bit more money than $1 a day. It's been working out pretty well. I've hit a pretty crazy dry streak, so we're not getting probably $1 a day right now, but we got front loaded on that, so we were pretty far up. Yeah, so these help keep the bankroll going, helps boost us up a lot. So yeah, people ask your balance on the website is a lot smaller than the actual bankroll you show in the Excel sheet, which I'll show the Excel sheet in a minute here. This is only like 2 minutes long, so it's not super long. But yeah, so the balance, so the bankroll I use is all these apps outside of the website and the website combined. So we take all those balances together, we have our total bankroll. And the reason for that is because if the website balance happens to dip super low, I could always transfer over the money from these apps. So it's still part of the balance. I just keep them in the apps because if I transfer every couple bucks that I win on these apps to the website, there's a transfer fee. First of all, I have to go from the app to my bank account to crypto to the website. So there's a lot of transferring going on there, and you're paying fees along the way. So it only makes sense to do big transfers at a time, but I try not to transfer at all if I don't have to. So hopefully that explains that. But I got 4 days of playthrough to get to today. We'll get into the tracking sheet in a minute, but if you're not in the Discord, there's a link in the description. Join the Discord. It's been getting really big. There's a lot of people joining the Discord. It's awesome to see everyone in there and talk with you guys. Yeah, it's cool. It's been really, really active recently, so it's cool to see that people are enjoying it. Our community is super cool. On the last video, you guys popped out and were super supportive. I'll get to that a little bit later. But with that being shown, all the bonuses there, I wanted to try something different today. So what I got on screen now is a fortune cookie. This is my fortune. I thought this was very fitting for the challenge. I went to a Chinese restaurant. I got this fortune. It says your success will be a testament to your resilience, which I think is very fitting to the challenge. You have to be very resilient to be successful. I think we've been pretty resilient thus far, so hopefully we stay that way. But on the back of a fortune cookie, I thought this was a very good fortune. And on the back, you have your lucky numbers. So our lucky numbers are 49, 28, 34, 6, 30, and 2. So I'm gonna rip those numbers on a couple Keno runs just to see if they're that lucky. Let's see if the universe is speaking to me. But before we do that, just to show the tracking sheet here, we add up all of our outside balances from those apps, where the bonuses I claim I just showed in the beginning of the video there, and then the website balance, which brings us to a total bankroll of $552, which means our 1% profit goal for today is $5.52, and our stop loss is $22. So like I said, we're gonna try the lucky numbers on Keno. So these are all the lucky numbers. The only difference is there's not a 49, so I just did 4 and 9. I don't know if that's breaking the laws of the universe, but we're gonna do a medium risk. So I'm thinking we'll start off with a 10-cent bet, maybe 5 cents. Start with 5 cents. And I'll martingale this a little bit. So we need to get at least 3 to get a win. I'll keep it down here. Okay. So we'll rip a couple of these. We need to hit at least 3 to get a 2x. Anything above that's pretty good hit. So I'm not gonna run this super far. We'll see if we can get couple wins in a row, maybe not. But I just want to see how lucky these numbers potentially could be. It doesn't seem like they're that lucky. I'm gonna run this down probably to about $1. Yeah, I'll rip one more. I'll do 25 cents. So I'll rip one more. And if we lose this, we're gonna pop out here. And yeah, our lucky numbers are not that lucky, but we tried. I had to try it. I thought that was a sign from the universe. It was not. So I'm gonna start off with a 30-cent bet on medium risk on the wheel. And see if we can bring this back to a couple losses there. I'm gonna see if I can bring this back to our break even. Oh, that's a lot of losses. Wow, okay. We're up to $1.20. That's another loss. That's tough. Okay, one more win would be sick. We miss it. Okay, we missed that too. We missed that. Wow, disgusting amount of losses. All right, we're down $7. We need to lock in here. We're up to a 240 bet. There's a 2x. There's another 2x. Let's bring us back down to 30 cents. There's our loss. Double it up. Around 60 cents. Can we get some wins here? We're getting a ton of losses. I need like a back-to-back win, not a back-to-back loss. That hurts. Whew. There it is. There's the 4x on the $2.40 bet. That's what we needed right there. So now that we hit that, that was a little bit stressful. I'm gonna go to low, and I'm gonna throw this back to a strategy I used to do a long time ago. If you're an OG, you'll probably remember this one, but I haven't ripped it in a while. Basically what you do is you start off on 10 cents. I think we used to do like 5 cents, but I'm gonna double it up because we're way farther in the bankroll. And what you want to do with this is on a loss, we increase by 500%. So that first bet would be times 6. So that'd be a 60-cent bet, and then a $3.60 bet, and then a $21 bet. So that would be our stop loss. So that allows for like 4 losses. I'm gonna put this on a $10 stop loss, and we're gonna let this go for a little bit. And we get 2 cents per win, so we need a ton of wins here. Ideally with this strategy, what you're trying to do is get like 1 or 2 losses where the bet doubles up, or I guess goes up 6 times, and you get a win. So when you get a win like that, brings you up. But you want to hit the green when you get the win. So you want to hit the loss and then hit the green. That's where you make the most profit. So I'll probably run this up. If it doesn't get a disgusting loss streak, I'm gonna try to go for maybe like $2 profit. I don't want to run this too far because this can definitely hit those losses in a row, which can destroy your balance. So maybe if we can hit a green one, I don't want to be too greedy with this. There's 2 losses right there. So we're at a $3.60 bet and we lose that. So we're at a $21 bet. I want to rip it so bad. I'm going to rip it. I'm going to do 1 bet. Oh my God. Oh my God. The $8.51 profit. It's exactly what you want to have. You want to get 2 or 3 losses and then hit the green. Now that's super lucky. I really thought I was going to hit that loss there. I really thought I was going to hit it, but we got super lucky with that. So extra gain on the day for sure. We had an extra $3 on the day, so that's sick. Day 17 was a win. We got $8.51 above. Well, we got $3 extra, so we hit the profit goal there, which is sick. Now we're sitting at $561, adding up all the balances. So that brings our profit goal to $5.61, and our stop loss is $22. Let's reset the live stats. And what I'm gonna try doing, I'm gonna do a little something a little bit risky. We're off with 2 cents. I'm gonna go for a 10x on limbo. Now this is a 10% chance of hitting, 9.9% chance of hitting. I'm gonna try to hit this. Start off with 2 cents, and then we're just gonna keep increasing it. So theoretically, out of 10 bets, I should hit it, right? It's probably not gonna happen, but we're gonna rip I think every 3 I'm gonna double this up and see if we can hit that 10x. Is that 3? Yeah. So let's go up to 8 cents. Okay, there's a hit there. I'll try it one more time. Hit again. Okay. I'm not gonna press my luck too much with that. We just got 2 10x's in a row, so I'm gonna take that and bounce out. We need about $5 from here. I'm gonna start off with a $2 bet on blackjack, and hopefully they don't have a blackjack. Okay, good. Whew. All right, we have 13 against an ace. That's not the best position you want to be in, but it is a hit on $2. 15 against an ace, making it tough for us. Gotta hit that. The 21 is sick. That's sick. That is so cool. Okay, back to a $2 bet. We have a 14 against a 2. That is a stand. All right, let's see what they pull on us. At 19. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's go for a $3 bet. I'm not gonna martingale it directly. We have a 14 against 3, saying it's a stand. And there's the 18. We'll keep this at a $3 bet. And we have a 7 against a 2, so we'll hit that. We have a 10 against the 2. There's our 21. Can we pull this off? All right, we got it. We got it. So we're keeping this at a $3 bet now. And we have a 10 against an 8. That's a double. Ooh. That's risky. That's risky. Oh, my heart's racing. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. 19. There it is. 664. It's $1 above the profit goal. Very 2 lucky days there. Getting a little bit extra, but we'll definitely take it. So let's add that to the sheet. Day 118 was a dub. We got $6.64. So adding up all of the balances from the outside apps and the website, that brings us to a total of $568. Just rounding these numbers. At this point, we're pretty high up, so I'm just rounding. But yeah, we're 268, and we need to get $5.68, and our stop loss is $23. Okay, I'm gonna reset the live stats. We're coming into Baccarat, and it looks like, let me move this over. It looks like the player might be heating up. It's pretty even so far. I'm gonna do a $3 bet on player. We're gonna, looks like 76% of the table is on player. Let's see if we're right here. That's not looking good. You got a 1 against a 3, and they need to bust, and they don't. Okay. Take the $3 loss. Let's go back. Let's rebet, and let's go for $4 bet. I don't want to martingale it completely. Let's just do, if we win this, we get $1 profit. I don't plan on being in here too long because Baccarat can smoke your balance if you get a good loss streak, especially trying to martingale. I've been there before, off camera. Definitely not in the challenge. I think Baccarat smoked us like once in the challenge, so, but it can be very dangerous. It's a quick game though. It's a quick game if you're trying to get a quick win or a quick loss. So it goes both ways because it's a double-edged sword. But hopefully we can pull this off. Hopefully we get lucky on this. And we have a 5 against a 7. There we go. Okay, we're $1 in profit. Looks like the live stats didn't update from that. I'm gonna go back to a $3 bet. Yeah, so the live stats didn't update. We did win that, so we're up $1 right now. Let's see what we get here. 5, I like it. Oh, against a 6, dang. Okay, so we're down $2. Let me refresh this. I would check the sheet after this, just to double check. Banker wins again. Okay. All right, I'm doing a $5 bet. I think this brings us back to break even if I hit this. The live stats it's not updating, so I'm gonna have to check the sheet, see where we started at. But after this one, win or lose, I'm backing out. Come on, baby. Oh, man, that's tough. All right, I think we're down a decent amount. Let me go check real quick. All right, we got a $4 bet down on infinite blackjack. We're actually down $10. The live stats updated like way after the fact. But I'm actually down 10, so keep that in mind. But we have a 13 against a 3. Saying it's a stand. So a lot of people are, it's a pretty split decision here. A lot of people are hitting. I'm gonna stand on it. Yeah, the baccarat did cook us a little bit, but we're not down tremendous. Oh, the 21, dude, I should have hit on that. That's crazy. Playing by the book though. At least he didn't get that. He buzzed. Oh, he pushed. Yeah, he pushed. I forgot 22 is a push. Yeah, a couple people were saying they don't like, they're not a big fan of infinite blackjack because you push on 22, which I get it. But it's hard to play at a table. I didn't like that speed blackjack we played last time. You guys were explaining that to me, and 15 against a 4. It's but yeah, you guys were explaining to me that speed blackjack, I guess, is just whoever hits first gets dealt first. Like, it's not in order of the table. I don't really like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. There's a system, right? In blackjack, you play the table. There's an order. I don't like how it goes, because if I hit, we lost that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to word that. If I hit and then like someone else hits at the same time and they get the card I need, I think that would just make me so mad. This game makes me mad too when people hit on stupid stuff. All right, we're getting terrible hands here. Can we get something that's like not below a 15? 15 against a 6 is a stand. Yeah, that's looks like the consensus here. So we started at I gotta figure out the stop loss. So our stop loss is 220. Okay, we lost that. That's sick. So our stop loss is 220. So we have 3 more bucks after this hand to play with. So I'm just gonna reset this because I don't think that's really helping us. And we have a 12 against a 10. This is not a good table at all. This is pretty brutal. But yeah, so 220 is our stop loss. The live stats were all wacky from baccarat. But if we hit the stop loss, it'll be at 220 down here. So we're 223. So we got, man, this is crazy. Yeah, I guess we have to stand on that. We got 17. Okay. Oh man, this is a tough day. Yeah, so the baccarat, it can be a nice, very quick win, but it can also do that to your balance. So I was willing to take the risk with that, though. It's all good. Oh, that's a win. Okay, we'll take that. So when I play infinite bet blackjack like this, I'm always hoping to get the free double, you know, or the free split or something. I'm trying to get, because then you get like 2 hands for free. So that's like always what seems to carry us through this, is if we get something like that. But unfortunately, we're getting dealt some really crappy hands. 12 against a 16 is a stand. All right. That's tough. I feel like he doesn't have a 16. I feel like he's gonna have like a 9 or a 10. Yep, he pulled an 11. See? Oh, and then he ends up with a 17. But... okay. Let's run it back with a $3 bet. Yeah, we got a bunch of losses there. We need to get a couple wins in a row. That'd be nice. We've been getting, I've probably played like 5 hands maybe, and they've all been terrible. So if we could get like something that's not a 2. Okay, there's a 9. Is that a free double? That's a free double. So a 9 against a 10 is a hit. I gotta take the free double, man. I gotta take it. I feel like there hasn't been a ton of 10s either. It's all been super low cards. Maybe I'm just convincing myself to do this. Okay, 19, just don't have a 20, man. Don't have the 20, come on. This would be huge. We get the free bet double on this. This is what we play for, baby. This is it. This is like the 4th down in the goal. We're back. Well, we're not really back, but we're back. We're not really back, but we're back. We're a little down, but not as bad. Let's rip another $3 bet. And stick with the threes. I like the threes because that's what we got to work with the rest of the balance pretty much. Dude, a 2 every time like that. I don't know how many 12s we got, but it's been absurd how many 12s we get. 12 against a 5 is a stand. Yeah, I feel like we just haven't been getting a ton of 10s. So I'm gonna stand. I feel like the 10s might be coming. I keep saying that, but I mean, yeah, but on the last video, man, you guys are so crazy. There was like a few comments that were like upset about the bonus, that the whole thing I did last time. Basically, people thought I was like purposely wagering money to inflate the bonus, which if I'm gonna do stuff like that, I'm probably just gonna redeposit money. I'm not gonna be wagering a ton of money, risking it to boost the bonus, right? But either way, people were concerned. Like literally like 2 comments, but they were top comments, so I thought it was like a ton of people that were agreeing with those guys, but it looked like it was just like the loud minority, which as we see in our world, usually the loud minority is what we hear more often than the majority. But yeah, in the Discord, everyone was like not caring, and then the comments in the last episode, everyone was like super cool and like, you don't have to do that, it's your challenge, you do whatever you want, you don't have to like listen to the comments and stuff. But you know, I listen to you guys. I want you guys to be heard. We're gonna double that. It's a 9 against a 7. It's technically a hit by the book, but we're gonna take the free double. But yeah, I want you guys to feel heard. Every time you guys comment, an 11. Dude, this is crazy. I feel like there's no 10s in this deck. But I want you guys to feel heard. I don't know. I feel like you guys, you know, it's obviously my challenge, but I think that's crazy. Whoever pulled that off, that's sick. Good for you. Okay. Whew. I didn't breathe during all that. Okay. We still have a lot of comeback to do. I think I'm going to stick with a $3 bet here. Maybe if we lose this one, I'll pull out because we'll be still down like 12 bucks. Or no. We'll be down 10 bucks if we lose this. Okay, 19 against a 10. I always have trouble finishing my thoughts when I play live games, but I want you guys to feel heard every time you guys leave comments. I read all of them. I try to respond to every single one. Yeah, I think it's important that you guys are involved. I know it is my challenge at the end of the day, but there's the oh man. Okay, all right, lock in. I don't think we won 2 in a row this entire, yeah, we've been in here, all before this was a bunch of losses. So we haven't won 2 in a row. I just want to get that 2 in a row. I feel like it has to happen at some point. For all the people that hate this game, are probably just justifying the fact that this is a terrible game. People say this is like terrible odds of actually like profiting. 15 against a 10. I'm pretty sure that's just gonna be a hit. Yeah, it's tough. We're gonna rip it though. Yeah, that's tough. All right, we're gonna boost up to a $4 bet, and then that leaves us with a $5 bet after this. But yeah, we just can't get 2 wins in a row on this. We just keep getting dealt 5s, man. Oh my God, I don't think we've had a good deal this entire time. 15 against a 16 is a stand. Yeah, it's literally, I think every single hand we had is pretty much, I think we had like 119, but everything besides that one hand has been a 15 or lower, which is disgusting. Which is very tough. And I feel like there's no 10s in this deck. I mean, I know we're getting like, I don't know. I feel like they're just, something ain't right here. I'm not feeling it. There's a 9, that's not good. There's an 18. Dude, get out of town, dude, that's crazy. All right, $5, last bet of the day. If we lose this, we hit the stop loss. I just can't believe how many losses we're getting on this. This is crazy. And I haven't been increasing my bets until now, just at the end here. I've been playing $3 the whole time. Can we get a good hand, please? Oh my God, dude. The 15 again. Oh my God. This is historical. I don't know, 15 against a 9, that's a hit, but okay, I couldn't even vote. Timeout decision. Oh, I guess I didn't vote in time. All right, cool. So I just stand. Yeah, I don't get that. I guess I automatically stood because I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Hopefully end off with a dub. That's all we need. Oh man, we got the dub on that? Okay, maybe we're not out. Maybe we're not out. We're out of blackjack though. I will say that. Okay, we're in high-low. The goal is to get to $2 profit. Just $2 profit. That's all we're looking for here. We're gonna start off. We're gonna skip this card. We're gonna just skip until we get some low. We'll start with that. So we need to get $2 profit. I don't know about just one hand, but that's the goal in the whole game here. Let's go for higher than a 3. Then we'll skip that. Skip. Higher than a 3. Okay. Maybe one more. Try to get one more. I don't like the 4. Yeah, good thing we didn't do that. Dude, no way, bro. That's crazy. Lower than a 4, then lower than a 2. All right. Time to lock in. Go higher than an ace. Higher than a 5. Dude. Oh, I was trying to be a little bit risky with it, but it wasn't even that risky. Okay. So we have $4 to work with. And then this might be it, boys. Go lower than a jack. Lower than a jack. Higher than an ace. And we'll cash that out. All right, we're really working for this here. Really working for this. So I'm trying to get to a total of, start off with a $5 bet. I need $5. That's what I was trying to get $2 profit, but now I need $5 from where we're at. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not trying to go super crazy. Lower. And we're to, it's a 30-cent, or we have $1.30. Let's go lower one more time here. And we'll cash that out. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try the same thing on Limbo. We're starting with a 2-cent bet. We're going for a 10x. I think every 3 bets I'm gonna increase, or I'm gonna double it up. Well, that was close. We have the 8. Let's go up to 8 cents. Okay. Statistically speaking, we should hit the 10x any moment now with our bet size. Dang, dude. No way. Okay. The 10% chance of hitting this, we probably rip this like, I don't know, a lot of times. We probably hit this a lot of times. Coming close to the stop loss. Probably have like, all right, there's a hit. Dang, dude. Let's start back off at 4 cents. See if we can hit this again fairly shortly here. Okay, we hit it on the 8 cents. Oh, the 9.45. All right, up to 32 cents. There's a $3 hit there about. Let's go back. Let's try to get this one more time. Start off at 4 cents. All right, double up. Okay, nice. Let's go down to a 2x, and let's start off with a 35-cent bet. Let's go back to back. All right, we'll double that up. Wow. Wow, dude. Okay, there's a hit. There's a back to back. Okay, back down to 35 cents. Okay. All right, just trying to come back here. There's the 1x, that's cool. Okay, we need 14 cents. There's another 1x. There it is. Okay, we're back to where we started pretty much. Again, just trying to get $2 here. This is some work. See if we can martingale this a little bit. There's the back-to-back. All right, we need 50 cents. Okay, we are down $10 on the day still. That's where we're sitting at. So let me reset the live stats. Still need to come back $10. I'm very tempted just to do a $10 bet on this and see if we can hit it. I'm very tempted. Oh, I shouldn't do that. That would not be smart. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a $10 bet. If we hit the over on this, it's like a $3.20 win. If we hit the red, we lose and we hit the stop loss. And I'm just not trying to drag this day out too long. So let's rip it. Okay. All right. That's good. Let's go for, this is a 90% win chance on, if we do $13, what do we win on this? $1.30? Oh my God, why did I do that twice? That's so stupid. Okay. All right. Pretty much back to where we were. Oh, let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna pull out let's do $10 bet and try to go for 2 more. Oh, we lose it. So we hit the stop loss, not the worst thing in the world. We hit a little bit extra on the first 2 days, so it's not, it's not terrible. We're sitting at 547, so we're about $5 where we started. If we win today, which our 1% goal is $5.47, then we'll pretty much be back to where we started the episode with. So wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's see if we can pull that off. First things first, we're gonna do some mines on a $2 bet. We got 1 mine on the board, and that's so crazy, bro. That's disgusting. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back on $2. 1 mine on the board. Okay, let's go for like 3 more. All right, let's cash that out. That wasn't even that good, but I was trying to start off with that. We're down $1.25. I can't believe we hit the first bomb. There's only 1 bomb on the whole board. We hit it on that first click. All right, $1.25 bet on. All right, cool. I don't even have to finish. I don't even have to finish it. We got the blackjack. $1.25 bet. Got the blackjack. Let's rip this up to a $2 bet on the original since the. Oh. Wait, whoa, I couldn't hit on that? That split? Okay, I push. I guess I'll take that. I thought that was gonna be way better. We got a 12 against 14. What do we got here? 12 against 14 is a stand. I don't like that. Okay, sick, dude. That's so sick. All right. 10 against the 9 is a double. The 21. Oh, we're getting absolutely cooked this episode. All right, we got a 14 against the 10. That is a hit. Just bust. Okay, I'll take the push. $4 bet is pretty gnarly. That's gonna be a hit. Oh my God, dude. Okay. All right. 237. Just to get back to -5. No insurance. We have a 16 against an ace. That is going to be a hit. I don't like that. We should probably stood on that. All right, we're staying on that. Oh, man. All right, let's double this up. Can we please? We have a 10 against the 10. It's just a hit. 17 against 10. Wow. Okay, we're coming pretty close to the stop loss. I think if we double this up, that would take us a little bit over. Oh man, this is so stressful, guys. I don't know why it's doing it to us. Let's do an 848. And this might be the last bet here. 20 against an 8. I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. Let's go for a $3 bet. Sevens. I think that might be a split. Sevens against a 5 is a split. What is that? Oh, 15. Okay, 15 against a 5 is a stand. Then we have a 17, which is also a stand. And I got an 18. Oh. All right, $6 bet. 12 against a 4. That's saying it's a stand. Dude, I feel like we're getting pranked this episode. This is craziness. So I got $4 left. We're gonna rip the $4. This would be going past the stop loss if I split this, but I'm pretty sure this is a split. Yeah, it's a split. Oh, I did the double. Oh man. Sloppy work. That's just sloppiness right there. Not paying attention. Okay. We got, that was terrible. That was really bad. We're down $26 on today. Yeah, just not being disciplined. Had the double instead of the split. Hate to see it. Yeah, so we started off at $553 today, and then we ended up at $521. So massive L in the video. So we went down $31. Not that great, but you know, realistically we lost like 45 on those 2 days, so it could have been worse. We got the first 2 days were wins, but that last day, man, that was just undisciplined right there. It sucks. But we'll be good. We'll be good. I wish we would have went up to like $578 or $580. That was the idea, but we went down tremendous. So we were supposed to go up like $30. We went down $30. That's the way it goes, though. You can't win them all. You gotta stay disciplined. You gotta stay focused on what you're doing. You can't be messing around, making fast clicks. You gotta think before you act. You gotta make sure you're doing what you're doing. But yeah, we'll take the L. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we'll be back. It's not the worst thing in the world. We had a little setback. We had some bad streaks today. I feel like the baccarat and the blackjack just absolutely torched us. Everything we did, we were just getting dealt like terrible hands, and we couldn't get any win streaks at all. I don't think we had like a single back-to-back win on any of those games. So, you know, you're gonna have bad days like that. You can't get lucky every time, but you also have to stay disciplined. You can't make quick decisions. You have to think before you click, and that's the way she goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Join the Discord if you're not in there already, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.